This iconic downtown record store feeds a passion for vinyl. That unmistakable crackle that only a needle on a record can create.
Vinyl is still important. I think it's nice to have something to come home to and put the needle on and listen to. There's something comforting about that.
You can see this record's been around.
Yeah. And that's what has led Toronto DJs Brandon Hokira and Gary Abugan on a search for rare songs from the 70s and 80s.
You can look in thrift stores and in old record stores, and looking below the shelves you find sometimes the most interesting stuff, which is the old stuff.
But they've gone much further afield, traveling to the US, Japan, India, and the Caribbean to find music from a bygone era. They clean up the songs and re-release them on their own label, Invisible City Editions. You're going all over the world to find these songs.
It's obsession, definitely. Yeah.
It's an endless search. I mean, music is always inspiring to us, and it's amazing how much we're actually still learning. We've been digging for so long, and you still find things you've never seen before.
This was our first vinyl release. This is the Michael Boothman Touch record, and this is an original copy.
Well, this takes me back for sure.
Sounds good. Yeah.
They are recapturing the days of disco, one record at a time, with the hope of introducing forgotten music to a new generation.
This record was found by our friend Adam Watson in Zambia.
There's a lot of luck involved in it, a lot of hard work, perseverance, and our families probably think we're a little bit nuts for doing some of it as well, but yeah, it's certainly been very successful for us.
A lot of times they'd be on the street. They've been there for like 20 years. A vendor would have them, or in pet stores, or where else we found
some strange
in
places.
really dank and dangerous spaces.
Lots of
where
basements,
lots of basements
in winter.
Yeah, with face masks and headlamps.
They've had 4 releases so far, tracking down artists in Trinidad and signing them to a deal.
Yeah, a lot of times they're surprised and they don't know how you found the record or why you want to release it. But at the same time, they're excited.
Oh, you know this one?
Oh, that's a pretty good one.
That's a good one.
Making sure the original artists get their due is a priority in an industry where sampling songs and unauthorized downloads are common.
A lot of people do release bootlegs and re-edits of things, and this was sort of our reaction to it. We're like, we have to do this properly and pay the artist properly. Yeah, and be more fair, I guess, which is something that the music industry, in some aspects, isn't.
The DJ duo is also making the most of a resurgence of vinyl as more people dust off their old school turntables.
There's people buying records still in these stores all the time. So it may never be what it was before, but I feel like there's something special about having an object, and when you get MP3s, you may not have that. The pleasure of, playing something, putting it on your shelf, pulling it back off the shelf, looking at the artwork on it. I mean, for people that are into that, you get a lot of joy out of having an actual record.